Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Baltimore Ravens and the Philadelphia Eagles. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They'll start out here with the option left. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Jackson. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, there was nothing open down the field, so give him credit for his patience and not forcing it. Showed a lot of confidence in his big man to just swing it out to the fullback, and they got some good yardage out of it.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Play action. Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often...
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. It's a scintillating run by Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Defensively, they told us that the top priority was defending option plays this week, but here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit.
It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. You have to think too much. Most of the time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Here you're reacting, you're processing. Do I have the back? Do I have the quarterback? Who do I take? Do I take on a blocker? And next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
Let's ride, dog.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. And out now come the Eagles. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Philly. 54 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Throwing is Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed out right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins from 4 yards out. And the Eagles are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. But down here, I thought they were going to hand that off. Instead, a well-designed play and the pitch and catch for the touchdown.
And I wonder who came up with it. Was it a call from the bench? Did the quarterback have a good idea and suggest it? In any event, clearly an effective play call. They saw something they liked in coverage, and they targeted it for the short yardage throw.
And the perfect way to cap their opening drive. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
And they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On second down, here's the option. Shifts by him at the 25. He did it again. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down. Play action. It's Jackson. He'll dump this off, complete to Dobbins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. On target to his man, Likely. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Jackson now. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Hurts to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. These two teams all tied after 1. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with 4th down and 1. The kick by Elliott is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we got a chance to put points on the board.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's Flowers. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Flowers. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. A nice little juke. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Well, another fine run right there for Lamar Jackson, and CD, that one puts him over 100 yards now for the ball game.
And remember when all we talked about were 100-yard games from running backs? That when a quarterback did it was a surprise? With Lamar Jackson, that's part of the package as well. He'll have as many 100-yard games in the season as the top running backs in the league.
Now Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
2nd down and 7. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. Just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Here's the option going right. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
The offense on third down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. But he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Now it's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Tucker's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no wind. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. From the 16, Hurts fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Hurts. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll set up a throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing is Hurts. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Elliott is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you're right and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Jackson will throw again. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Jackson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. And the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And some room to work. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 66 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the 2nd half.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the left hash, this from 46. The kick by Elliott is good, and that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. And all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the 2nd half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
And that's another big-time run, and it sure looks like the leverage game is being won by the offensive line. They're the low man on just about every snap, and they're winning, pushing back the defensive front and creating great space for their runners.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Play action. It's Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
43 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Play action. Now Jackson. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham from 8 yards out. And the Ravens have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Well, they were down 6 at intermission, but they quickly erased that deficit. And, Charles, now they've got a chance to take the lead.
And while being down 6 points, obviously not an insurmountable lead, tying a game up, that just relaxes a whole team, doesn't it? And now when you add the extra point and you go up, you really feel good about what you've accomplished.
Let's go now, let's go. Hey, what we got? Let's rock and roll. Let's go, let's go, let's go. And you're not. Gotta happen, baby. Gotta happen. Make a play ball, baby. Let's go. Ready to run. Let's go, baby. We're supposed to catch that, baby. That's how we eat. Get something together. Come on, so let's get a roll.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Hurts to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
A third quarter now, a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 45-yard line. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Brandon, a lot of times you'll see running backs rotate in and out of the game, whether it's a completed pass, a good run, it doesn't matter. Here, not only does he stay in, but they go right back to him, and he makes another nice play. Back-to-back catches.
On first down, Hurts. Complete to Zacchaeus. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. First and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
To throw once more on second and 10. Hurts. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. From the gun, it's Hurts. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down in bounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Touchdown, Eagles! Chris Watkins with his second touchdown of the night. And the Eagles put together a fourth quarter drive to take the lead. But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Complete at the 1, and he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the 1st tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
A give. Dobbins trying the right side. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
But when you go from 2nd to 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Jackson to throw. He sets to fire deep. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A gain of 37.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Beckham. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman on the touchdown throw from Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
Playmaker, step up. That's what it is. That's what it is, baby. Let's turn it up. Let's go, baby. Let's have some fun. You call it. We on it, baby. Let's ride out. Get him going, baby. Let's go, man. Anytime that ball comes to me, listen, baby. Got you, baby. Let's go, baby.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Swift. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Hurts. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing is Hurts. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Hurts going to keep it again. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
Big 3rd down, a field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. The kick by Elliott is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
field goal. Here's Elliott to kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Second down and 8. Jackson now. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. Jackson to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Flowers. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage. Here's Jackson. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Bottom line, 2-yard gain's just not going to cut it in this situation. You've got to move the ball downfield in order to have a chance.
Defense will give them that the rest of the way. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Throwing, Jackson. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
This is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Let's do this, man. Show them what you got. Let's go. Let's go, dog. Let's go, baby. Let's have some fun. We gotta have it.
Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside, or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Swift going to try up the middle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. But their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points. And now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys. They're like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. They'll try to draw here with Dobbins. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. They'll be back at the 36. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The Ravens send their punter out now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
131 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
Perfect execution on that inside handoff, and then a little will, a little brute strength to move forward after the contact.
What do we call that now in today's NFL? Heck, in today's football? Contact balance, right? That's the buzzword, the phrase you hear. A back who can absorb contact, bounce off of it, and keep moving. Just what you said, brute strength, force of will.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Eagles are going to win the football game. So it's another field goal here. He may need to ice his leg after this one. That's now 5 field goals converted in this game alone.
Yeah, get the trainer. They're going to need this guy. And they've needed every single one of the field goals he's made, too. If they're going to get out of here with a win, I say he gets a game ball.